Today's chapter for science is solid, liquids and gases. What is matter? So first let us think about it. Anna was drinking hot steaming tomato soup from a glass bowl with a spoon. So Anna, she was drinking hot stream of tomato soup. She was eating from a glass bowl with a spoon. She wondered if there is anything in common between the glass bowl, the spoon, and the hot steamed tomato soup. Let us find out. So Anna thinks that is there some common between the glass bowl, the spoon, and the hot steaming soup? Now we will find it out. What is matter? Any substance that occupies space and has mass is called matter. So what is a matter? Matter, the substance which occupies space is, and it also has mass, it is called matter. So for example, books, tables, chair, water, air and oil are some matter. So you can see in the picture we can see Anne. So this is Anne. She had taken a spoon, a glass bowl and a steaming tomato soup. In this picture we can see Anne holding a glass bowl in her hand, you can see, and drinking soup from it Can Anne hold soup in her hand? No, she cannot. She can pick up and hold a bowl and a soup in her hand, but not a soup. So she can see the stream rise upwards from the so there is a question that can Annie hold the soup in her hand? She cannot hold the soup in her hand because she can pick up the soup with the spoon but not, so she can hold the spoon and the bowl but she cannot hold the soup. And she can see the stream rise. She can see the stream rise of that soup, tomato soup. It is going upwards, but she holds the stream in her hands. Either the glass bowl, the metal spoon, the tomato soup, and the stream are the forms of matter. So these three, spoon and the stream coming out, and the glass bowl, these three forms are matter. Matter is made up of very small particles. The particles of different substances have different mass, shape and size. So matter is a very small particle, small particles. The particles of the different substance has different particles. So they have different mass, different shape and different size. The particles are arranged in different ways in different substances. So the particles are arranged in different ways in different substances. So they are arranged, some are rectangle, some are square, some are circle. So they are arranged in different ways in different substances. Now we will read states of matter. States of matter. In nature, matter exists in three different forms. So matter exists of three different forms. First one is solid, second one is liquid, and third one is gases. So what are these forms called? These forms are called physical states of matter. In the question it can come, what are physical states of matter? The solid, liquid and gas forms are called the physical states of matter. The different forms or states of matter exist because of the difference in the arranged of particles. So different forms or states exists because the different forms exist because their shapes, arrangements are not same. They are different. Each state of matter has different properties. So each states of matter have different properties. First one is solids. Look at the following object. So these are solids. A chair, a book, a pair of scissors. Either the pen is also solids. Now let's read about solids. The objects shown here are made up of different materials. So these three are of made different materials. The chair is made up of wood, the book of paper and cardboard, and the pair of scissors of metal, and yet these objects have some common properties. What are the common properties? So what are the properties of solids? They have a fixed size and shape. Fixed size and shape. They cannot flow. They are hard and rigid. So if we sit in the chair doesn't break because it is hard and rigid. They do not flow. They do not flow like water, liquids. Objects with these properties are called solids. So the objects which has these properties are called solids. Second one is liquids. So first let us read more about solids. The particles in a solid are tightly packed with no space in between. So you can see the solids are arranged tightly and they have no space. So they do not have space. The particles cannot move around freely. As a result, solids have a fixed shape and size. They do not flow, but they are expansions. The shape and size of some solids, such as sponge and a clay, change when we apply force. So the solids are tightly packed, so they cannot move around freely. So as a result, the solids have fixed shapes and size. They cannot flow, but there are some expansions of solids. For example, sponge and clay. If we will force on the clay changes its shape. Let us take an example to understand the particles in solids. The particles in solids are like children in a classroom in the presence of a teacher. When the teacher teaches, the children remain in their seats. They do not move much, but they make twist and turn in their seats. The particles in solid also show such movement. So we will take an example of solids. So for example, students. When the teacher is teaching, the students remain in their seats. They do not move much, but they twist and turn. And this is an example of solids. Second one is liquids. Observe the following pictures. So you can see some liquids: oil, honey, milk, and juice. Substances such as oil, honey, milk, and juice are liquid. So they are liquid. Some of the observable meaning that can be seen or noticed. Properties of liquids are listed below. So some properties of liquids are listed below. These three. Liquids have no defined shape. They take the shape of the container they are poured into. So liquids have no shape. If we will put it in a bowl, it will take the shape of the bowl. If we will put that water only in a cup, it will be the shape of a cup. So it has no defined shape. The volume of a liquid remains fixed no matter what container is poured into. So their volume remains fixed no matter that the container is poured into. Liquids can flow. So liquids can flow. In liquid, the particles are loosely packed. You can see loosely packed and have small shapes in between. There are small shapes in between. Thus, the particles in liquids can move around a bit. This is why liquids can flow. So liquids are loosely packed and they have small spaces in between. So that's why they move. So that's why they can move around a bit, and that is why liquids can flow. The particles in a liquid are like children in a classroom during the absence of a teacher. When the teacher moves out of the classroom, they may walk around the class and talk to their friends. So one more example in liquids of a classroom only. When the teacher is not in the class, she has went out, so students talk with their friends and move around in the class. Now I will tell you the 3 matters arrangements. So first one is solid are tightly packed. So they do not have space. You can see they do not have space. They are tightly packed. They are tightly packed. Now second one is liquid. This was solid and now second one is liquid. Liquid, you can see liquids, some small little bit of space in every place. So these are liquids. So in my next video we will learn about gases and more. So like, share and subscribe my channel. Bye.